Hi and welcome. Thank you for watching one of our videos. I'm going to talk to you about turmeric versus cancer. Now it is kind of interesting thinking that a spice that grows in the ground could help with cancer. Now this is a spice that has a 6,000-year track record of being used as a culinary dishes as well as medicinally. But today, we have been, scientists around the world have been doing an enormous amount of research, clinical research into turmeric, and they have found there's been over 894 clinical studies into turmeric and cancer to see does turmeric have a beneficial effect on cancer. And there's been over 94 different types of cancer that they've looked at. Everything from breast cancer to colon cancer to all types of cancer and a whole bunch of others that are extremely specific kinds of cancer. So let me show you where I'm finding this information about turmeric. We're going to go to greenmedinfo.com and let me show you their website and we'll take a quick look at it. Okay, let's take a look at this here really quick. This is greenmedinfo.com and I've been learning a lot about turmeric from this website. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to click on Research Tools and then on this Research Dashboard. And when we click on the Research Dashboard, what we're going to find is a whole bunch of different subjects with different kinds of information about all kinds of different natural substances and things that you can do naturally along with the clinical research that different studies have been done on those things. So for example, you can research out different therapeutic substances, therapeutic actions, pharmacological actions, diseases. So under therapeutic substances, we have things like culinary herbs and spices, turmeric, vitamin D, fruit, curcumin is a substance from turmeric, and a whole bunch of other things. Under therapeutic actions, they have things like acupuncture, yoga, exercise. Under diseases, you have all kinds of different cancers, along with things like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, overweight, breast cancer, weight problems, blood pressure, etc., etc. So you can find a long list of different diseases or different therapeutic substances and look up clinical research that's been done on natural substances or natural ways of doing things that will help those out. So let's go over here. We're going to click on turmeric because turmeric is what we're actually looking at. All right, so on the turmeric section of their website, as you remember, I clicked on Research Tools. I went to the Research Dashboard. And then in that far column under Substances, I clicked on turmeric. And that brings us to this page. And on this page, we find three different columns. So the first column, he's got things divided up into groups. You have 844 different diseases that have been researched in regards to turmeric. In other words, there was a clinical study performed, and that clinical study was on a particular disease and was on turmeric in particular. And then this lists out those 854 diseases that the research studies were a subject of. So we have everything from inflammation to breast cancer to prostate cancer, etc. In fact, when I went up here and I did a quick search for cancer in particular and clicked the Enter key, you can see we've got breast cancer, prostate cancer, I'm not sure what that is, lung cancer, colon cancer, liver cancer, etc. And after counting all those up, I found that there were over 64 different kinds of cancer that there's been research studies with turmeric about, and that there's a total of 893 different abstracts specific to turmeric. So I thought that was interesting. So the abstract information came from adding up everything in this particular column, because this column is the abstract count for that particular disease. Now in the center column, when you click on it, it takes you to the actual abstract. So you'll be able to read the summary of the abstract. If the abstract itself is free, there's a link. You'll be able to go and look at the full abstract. And if it's not free, then that link will still take you to it, but you'll just have to pay to view the details of the abstract. But at least the summary information is free. And then in this far right-hand column, he has a list of articles that have been written on greenmedinfo.com that are published on greenmedinfo.com about that particular disease or topic, depending on how you got here when you started from the research dashboard. So we got here specifically about turmeric, and so this right-hand column is all about all the different articles that GreenMed Info has published regarding turmeric in particular. All right, well there you have it. There's a little bit of information about turmeric and how it relates to cancer. I hope you go and check out GreenMed Info and learn some of the other uses that turmeric has. In the meantime, come and visit us at longevitybuddies.com. Have a great day, and I hope that you'll live long and live healthy.